Hello and welcome to Doctor Who Favourite 5, where I share 5 of my favourite things from the Doctor Who universe, be it trench coats, transmats or TARDISes.
The window's the wrong size.
Today I'll be talking about my 5 favourite incarnations of the time-travelling extraordinaire himself, Doctor Who. Warning, I want these videos to be interesting and not just the predictable Doctors like 4 and 10 and 8. So I'm stretching the definition of a Doctor Who somewhat. I'll be diving into spin-off and even non-canon material here, so prepare yourself for that. I also want to make it clear that I love every single Doctor. They are all special and all fantastic in their own individual ways. But this video is about the ones who mean the most to me. So without any further ado, let's begin. Peter Capaldi. I think anyone who's ever seen any of my videos knows that 12 is far and away my favourite Doctor. Across his 3 series he showcases everything I could ever want in a Doctor. The dark, grumpy, mysterious figure, the quirky, whimsical dad who is nowhere near as cool as he thinks, and the man who just wants to do the right thing. I also just think he's the funniest and most likeable Doctor of them all. And possibly the best looking too. Sorry, Paul. Jo Martin. I first of all want to say that I mean no disrespect to Jodie. I adore Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, especially in Series 12. But, like I said, I wanted to spice things up and make this video more interesting than just the main 13 TV incarnations. Plus, I have a real thing for Doctors who don't really fit in. The Curator, the War Doctor, the Season 6B Second Doctor. I love the idea of Doctors who just sort of exist out with the linear timeline we've seen on TV, and Jo Martin is the perfect example of that. And in the few scenes we had of her in Series 12, she made such a huge impact, but Jo did say she was somewhat inspired by Capaldi, so maybe that's why I liked her so much. Either way, I would really love to see more of her in the future. Side note, that costume. Wow. David Warner. In case you're unaware, David Warner played the Doctor in a couple of Unbound Big Finish stories before starring alongside Bernice Summerfield in a few New Adventures box sets, even crossing back into our universe in the most recent series, Buried Memories. Now, I have to admit, Buried Memories is the only one of these releases that I've actually heard. But, if anything, that goes to show how good a Doctor he is, as he made such a huge impact on me in just 4 stories, where he's not even the main character.
Of all the places you could book us into, you found one with trouble coming.
We don't know trouble is coming. And I thought you'd enjoy a good old-fashioned bed and breakfast.
I might if I had my own room.
We're on a budget. Now, enough talk, time for bed. Oh.
You don't have to sleep on the floor. I'm sure we could somehow share the bed.
Thank you, Summerfield, but no, you'd only steal the duvet. Good night.
Buried Memories is also a really good jumping on point if you've never heard anything from him or Bernice Summerfield before, so I highly recommend giving it a go. Peter Cushing. I don't care if he's not canon, I love him. Cushing, of course, starred in the 2 Dalek movies from the 1960s, movies that hold a very special place in my heart as I basically grew up watching them on repeat. I can more or less recite the scripts from memory at this point. I think both films are as close to flawless as any film can be, and Cushing's Doctor Who is a huge part of that. I adore him. Most exciting. The Fatal Death Doctors. Originally, I just had Rowan Atkinson in this spot, however I've decided to include all of the Curse of Fatal Death Doctors because they're all so great. Rowan Atkinson in particular is amazing, as I am a lifelong fan of one Mr. Bean, so to see the man behind one of my favourite characters in TV history play my absolute favourite character in TV history was a dream come true. The other actors are all hilarious too, and I honestly think they all would have made great Doctors in the actual show. So that's it for another edition of Doctor Who Favourite 5. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do let me know what other areas of the Who universe you'd like to see me talk about. As well as that, please do share your own favourite Doctors in the comments below, as I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to laugh hard, run fast, stay alert, and be kind.